Sufi Motiwala, raw, vulnerable, 1080p. Once on Reddit, I read that I, at a restaurant, had stolen someone's charger and slapped them. You give me coffee, you give me a croissant, you give me a sandwich, and I'm more than happy to be there. So I, Sufi Motiwala, pledge here at Social Nation to be nicer with my content.
Welcome to the Social Nation show, where we get candid with your favorite creators. Today we have a guest with us whose fashion commentary is so iconic that no fashion moment is complete without his thoughts on it. Well, whether you love him or hate him, well, he calls it exactly like it is. Even Karan Johar is a fan. So, of course, you've guessed it. This is Sufi Motiwala.
Hello, everybody. I'm your resident mean person on the internet, and it's so nice to see you again. I hope the feeling is mutual.
Welcome, Sufi.
Welcome, Shivi. How are you?
Existing.
Oh, wow.
Are you surviving or thriving?
I'm somewhere in the middle. Some days I'm surviving. So it's usually like till 10 p.m. I'm thriving. Then from 10 to 2, surviving. It's a struggle bus. You know, the noises they get. And then from 2 to 4, thriving again. Because now I've given up.
I feel
And then
that.
you repeat the cycle over and over again.
So, formally, welcome to Mumbai.
Thank you so much. Finally,
Yeah.
in the big apple of India.
You always said earlier that you never wanted to shift here. Like,
I was just being a diva, you know. I always knew that I was going to shift here. Bombay actually was my first college preference as well. It's just that I didn't get in, and so I had to go to Delhi. It was just me being a diva. I'm not that girl. I will just shift wherever you tell me. Wherever there's work, I'll be there.
what's your hot take on Bombay?
My hot take on Bombay is that it's very, very hot. Very extremely hot. I just left my house and just waiting till the cab, like waiting for the cab to come 1 minute, I already started sweating. It's a nightmare. And the traffic's a nightmare. But that's every metropolitan city, I feel. Everybody's always like, oh my God, Bombay stinks. But every metropolitan is going to stink because like 1 million people are living there. So you can't complain about that. Other than that, Bombay is beautiful. Lovely places to eat, lovely people, lovely things to do, like this.
Or to be called lovely?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You've not called me lovely so far, I've seen.
You're the loveliest.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, 3 things.
Yes.
Mumbai food, hot take.
Love it. I actually prefer Mumbai food over Delhi food. I think just because I've lived in Gujarat and Maharashtra is close, I feel like Bombay food resonates to me more without offending the Delhi people.
All right.
Yes.
Second hot take, Mumbai social life.
Very pretentious, very wannabe. Like, I don't think hardly anybody wants to be there. Everybody who is in Bombay social life has their own personal social life that they very much enjoy. They just do the Bombay social life part because they have to,
Fair.
me included. And I even pretend to have fun. But sometimes you do have fun.
Yeah.
It just depends on what the vibe is, who the people around you are. Bombay social life is a very hit or miss.
Yeah, set and setting.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, Mumbai fashion.
Mumbai fashion is very like last, I feel. Because as we all know, I feel like the most fashionable part in country is the Northeast. The Northeast then trickles down to Delhi, and then last it trickles down to Bombay is what I feel. And then Hyderabad and Bangalore, maybe next year. No, but I feel like Bombay comes second. I think Delhi's fashion is still better. People have a lot of more personal style. Bombay is a very matchy going on with a lot of people.
Lots of H&M.
Yeah, lots of H&M. Wearing H&M right now. Don't want to confess though, but still. Everybody, I mean, let's clear this out. Lots. You can't imagine how many people wear H&M and Zara in this business because it's just accessible,
Easy.
easy,
Convenient.
convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly. Any other brands that you know that I can wear? Please let me know in the comments. Yeah, because Zara is something that I never used to shop from because I just felt like I wanted to wear something that's my own, something that's different. H&M is actually like people buy H&M for the basics, which I can understand. Zara is something that I'm still getting. My relationship with Zara is #complicated. Toxic, yeah. Because the Zara stores are so beautiful, but it's fast fashion, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, to each their own.
So, I know you from Instagram. I know the Sufi that lives on Instagram.
Social media.
Yeah. What is Sufi like off Instagram? And what does this Sufi do?
When I'm not on Instagram, I'm mostly either going out somewhere with a friend, or just driving in cars for no reason, or I'm glued to my TV like I'm a 5-year-old. And I'll just watch the most random things on YouTube or anything, just hyper consuming content. And other than that, I'm working. Yeah, that's just about it.
But what do you find joy in beyond like fashion and pop culture?
You have to understand that I find joy in fashion. So for me, working is not really working. I never get tired, I never get bored. For me, it's always exciting. I'm like a goldfish. Every time I see a new dress, I'm like, wow, dress. But so, I mean, it's just really, really enjoyable for me. But other than that, I consume content to an extent that you don't understand. I listen to Russian music. I will be watching some person cooking something on an easy bake oven for 30 minutes, just mindlessly watching television, something that I need to stop. But it's just whenever I'm not working or I have nothing to do, just watching TV is the best thing. Maybe I'm ADHD, so I just keep watching the TV, and every 10 minutes I'll be watching something else. Like I'll go from cartoon Shin-chan movie to Vogue videos of, skincare in 5 minutes. Like you have no idea. The range, the spectrum of what I consume content is unfathomable. But other than that, I do sit and enjoy making my own coffee. I love doing floral arrangements in my house. Like I'll just order flowers online and then I'll take the whole thing apart and arrange them in vases. I really love that. I really love sitting and rearranging my closet whenever I'm free. God, I sound like the most boring person ever. And that's about it.
No.
I just love being in my house.
Yeah.
I hate going out. Because going out is like, oh my God, I have to analyze, will there be traffic? Who will be there? What if they're not in a good mood? Then I will not be in a good mood. So why go? Sometimes I've fully gotten dressed up and then just sat back on my couch and not gone anywhere. That happened yesterday actually. So yeah. But I love going out alone or with like one person. It's like, oh my God, my friend's going to come pick me up and we're going to go full day, Lafar Panti, Vela Panti, just doing absolute nonsense. But that's it, very chill.
Okay, so if I meet you outside, where will I find you? What's your go-to place?
You will usually find me in Bandra because everybody's in Bandra. So you have to go there. And you'll probably find me somewhere that's serving a lot of good food and is usually very compact, not a lot of people. Like Sabko I find really great. I really like Bombay Sweet Shop. I love Indian accent. I really love Indian accent. These are some places that I like. I like Veronica's. Very basic, yeah. I'm very happy with anything. Very easy to please. You give me coffee, you give me a croissant, you give me a sandwich, and I'm more than happy to be there. Good conversation. If you can't, then I'll do it. I'll just talk, you listen. I have lots to tell you.
So tell me, growing up, was baby Sufi quite different from what we see today?
Baby Sufi was so full-on bullied. Like, I remember from school, madrasa, which is like religious classes, or tuition, fully bullied throughout. But I was thriving in like social things, like I'm the host of the annual day and shit like that. Never came first, always used to come second, which I think is the story of my life. I always come second. Other than that, I was just very like, I had such a busy routine that I didn't used to do anything. I used to go from like 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock was school, 2 to 4:30 was madrasa, and then 5:30 to 7 or 8 would be tuitions. And then my day would be over. Other than that, when I was really young, my mom and I used to sit and watch every Barbie movie or every Pokemon movie ever. I think being like the TV is a big part of my life. Because even growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. I used to always be at home. My brother used to have a lot of friends, so he would keep going down, and he was also very athletic. So he used to play football and all that. I was never that person. I used to sit and make wands at home and fucking play Harry Potter with my mother. Would you believe it? I had the whole Harry Potter wand collection. And so that's always been me. I've always been a very home person. Even my friends in Bombay, they keep complaining this, you never come out. Because whenever they're trying to make a plan, I'm like, you come home. So that's something I've taken from my childhood. And other than that, I was very like good grades, very acha bacha vibes with the family, love, like mom, dad should be happy. Very that vibe. Very chill. Not a lot of drama. I think the drama came after I left my family. Is when once I was alone, I was like all the fights that I used to have with my mother, now I have them on the internet. Now it's just with random people who have no context.
Hey, that's, I think, healthier.
It's so much fun though. When someone's putting on a hate comment, and if you're free, leave them a comment back. And if, the best thing to do if someone leaves a hate comment is something I used to do a lot when I was like very new, is that you just reply with lots of love. You just be like, I'm so glad that you gave me this criticism. I love you. Thank you for watching my content. Heart emoji. And those people will always end up following. Because they're like, he could have hated me back, but he loved me. And so I'm going to follow him back. I think at least 1,000 followers of mine I have because I have replied to hate comments being like, hey, be nice, yeah. and they usually end up being nice and they start messaging you and it's very sweet. Just, you don't have to hate.
One less negative person in the world.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about fashion. What
Only a little bit?
Yeah, let's start with the early inspirations.
I think my early inspirations was when I was one day sitting in my 10th grade computer class and I don't know how to run a computer by the death of me, and we were doing some C++, whatever. And so I said, let's not do that because that's boring. And I started watching YouTube. And on YouTube, I stumbled across Alexander McQueen's 2007 collection. If I'm not wrong, I think it was that collection. And it was this bunch of garbage in the middle of the show. Like the setup is a bunch of garbage. Imagine there's a bunch of garbage and there's like 4 ways and there's just beautiful models coming out in these statuesque outfits. And the theme of the collection, if I'm not wrong, was that these birds were circling around the trash. And so they had these beautiful feathered looks, beautiful makeup, very tall, very statuesque, beautiful color scheme, like oranges, reds, yellows, some blacks, some whites. It was just, I was like, what is this? Like, you know, growing up in Surat, Gujarat, you don't come across this quite a lot. I was like, wow, like what is this? And then I think after that I watched The Devil Wears Prada with my mother. And I mean, that is a big inspiration for anybody in my generation. And to date, I want to be Miranda Priestly, even though I'm sure Miranda Priestly in this time and era would not have a job because the magazines are not that iconic as they once used to be. But yeah, I would still love to very much be her. You know, they're doing a Devil Wears Prada too, and I have put it on the internet that I want to be in it in case someone sees it. Chances of which are highly unlikely. But if you see it, make my dreams come true, like you always have. Yeah. So that's how I got into fashion. And then since the 11th grade, I knew that I wanted to study fashion. So I was preparing for NIFT, didn't get into NIFT, went to another college, did 2 years there, started creating content because I was like, college is really boring. Because, you know, Indian education in terms of fashion is not that great because it's very like, whatever. Like I remember in my first year, I've learned everything other than what I wanted to learn. I learned stitching, I learned how to identify fabrics, which is all really, really great. You need to have that knowledge, but fashion journalism in India is not really thriving. I'll say it's not making any influence, which I would love to see happen. I think there's some really lovely writers now who are making magic happen, and I want to see more of that. But I realized that I would never be able to do that. So I started creating content, and it worked out, luckily.
Yeah, I want to know this one question. Your first video.
My first video ever on Instagram was my 18th birthday vlog, which was just random clips I took on my 18th birthday, put a song on it and posted it. Very random. My first video that did well was Jaya Bachchan. Do you know Jaya Bachchan's very famous quote? ये कोई जगह है ये सवाल पूछने का? नहीं, आप बताइए कोई जगह है ये सवाल पूछने का? So I had used that audio and put some POV and all that. That was the first video that got like 50k views, and I was like, ooh, famous. And then after that, the reviews started when Alia Bhatt got married, I think. And her wedding video was one of the very first videos that I posted. And then I did, months later, I think I did 30 days, 30 reviews, where I posted 30 days in a row. And that's what picked up really, like all of these, Komal, Ishita, Kusha, all of these girls really started supporting, loving, reposting, resharing, which was really, really sweet. And then the rest is history.
Yeah, I think you were a very new voice in the internet space that time.
Yes. Still am, I feel.
Yeah, there's nobody like
very
you.
Very new, very underrated, I would like to feel.
Underrated?
Underrated. I think I'm pretty much underrated. The day I feel the audiences realize that I, as a person, as a content creator, am a concept. The concept is that I'm coming on the internet and unabashedly sharing what I feel about the outfits so that people talk more about fashion. Everybody can come and have a conversation with me in the comments where like, no, you're wrong, or oh, you're right. And we just have this hearty conversation about fashion, which I think is really missing these days. Everybody can talk about fashion and connect over fashion, which is at the end of the day what fashion was always meant to be. And once they realize that, I think they're going to have a lot more fun engaging with my content, because it doesn't really matter what I'm saying. You're supposed to take it, process it, and come up with your own opinion and share that with me in the comments or on your stories or with your friends or whatever, so that we can make fashion, the art form, unforgettable, so powerful, and then we can actually dictate what the trends are. We decide what's going to trend in fashion, and we don't have to wait for someone to tell us, okay, oh, this is in fashion because I and so stylist decided to put this together. No, my community can decide what's in fashion, and I think we are very, very successful at achieving it recently, and we'll continue to do so.
That is
Once they realize that, that's what it's supposed to be, it's a place and a page for us to have fun, it's going to be magical.
No, that is so bang on.
You know,
oh my God.
They don't need to take it so seriously because it's not that serious. It's fashion. I'm not saving lives, neither are you. Chill out, get a coffee, have fun. That's what I want.
I think people often confuse like a fashion influencer
with me.
Yes.
I'm not influencing you, girl. I'm not telling you my opinion is the right opinion, or I'm some god or something, or I'm like, oh my God, I'm an icon. Yeah, sure, I do call myself an icon on the internet because I love myself. And I'm not going to be like, I'm irrelevant. I love myself. I'm an icon to myself, of course. But I don't have to be an icon for you. You can just take me as a person who creates content on the internet that you can wish to engage with respectfully.
Correct.
Please. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's a 90-second video. If you're watching it till the end, girl, you want to be offended. I'm not offending you. You want to be offended so that you can come up with something and write a mean comment. If you don't, because you can see the picture of who I'm talking about. For example, let's say I'm talking about celebrity A and you're a celebrity A stan. You know that what's going to come. Be prepared or else don't watch. Nobody's asking you to watch it. I didn't send it to you. It just exists on the internet as a piece of content up for you to consume at your own will. So do not subject me to your negative and harsh opinions of me when I'm not presenting negative and harsh opinions on anybody other than clothes. You know? I think it's very, very easy to understand that, but of course, it's the internet. Yeah. Translation, things get lost in translation.
They do.
Because sometimes it happens when you're actually trying to be funny, but it gets misconstrued as something very, very serious. So things like that happen on the internet, which of course is not my intention. I'm just trying to have fun. And I'm always ready for nice accountability. If I'm doing something wrong, or if I've said something that is, below the belt, or no, you shouldn't have said that, you can just say that in a nicer way, and I will fully take accountability. Say, okay, I shouldn't have said that. I was just trying to have fun. I'm so sorry. And I always do try to be very mindful of what I'm saying about someone. Yeah. You might think it's harsh, but once you understand that I am not talking about the person, I'm only talking about what they're wearing, it doesn't seem harsh anymore because I'm just ripping about a bunch of fabrics. So it's really not that serious. And what diamond is she wearing? It's not that important. It's not that trivial.
Exactly.
Not the Shashi Tharoor in me coming out with this monologue, really. God, it's like I wrote this or something. Really, because I've been feeling this a lot quite recently. So I was just like, I might as well. Now that the question has come only. I don't think the question came also. I just went off on my own other tangent. I'm so sorry, Shivi.
No, don't say sorry.
Yeah.
I feel the same exact way.
Thank you.
And honestly, like one thing that really confuses me is often on Reddit, etc. I hear the criticism that you're supposed to
Oh God, Reddit is just the filth of the internet. I mean, I think once on Reddit I read that I at a restaurant had stolen someone's charger and slapped them. Really? And I was like, when did that happen, girl? What even is this? I do remember taking someone's charger and giving it back to them and sending them dessert, slapping them. Wow, with what? With a really nice cake? God. But Reddit is just whatever. There are people there who are like, oh, I know him from there. And their ID is like Diva Hunty 13. Babe, you know me from where? What credibility do you possess?
Zero.
Yeah. But I feel like even Reddit, they're open to have their opinion. I am not under the delusion that I, Sufi Motiwala, am away from public opinion because I put myself on the internet and I say whatever I want to say about different people's fashion. So yeah, sure, people have all the rights to say whatever they want about my clothing. But I would want them to understand that my job as a content creator where I talk about people's fashion and the way I dress are not synonymous. I don't need to dress a 10 out of 10 to decide if someone's a 10 out of 10 or not, because what do we all do when we're all sitting at home chilling and when we see pap videos? Are we looking like a 10 out of 10? Are you in your best tux, darling? No. You're in your chaddi going to sleep in your little blanket. So why are you pressed when I'm doing the same thing?
Yeah.
And when I do have to dress up and go out, I try my best. And if you don't like it, you're open to not like it. Go off. Shed me apart on the internet with my own concept. I love it. You're just making me more relevant. But yeah, just be nice. I'm never cussing you out. I'm never calling you bald. I'm never coming to your skin. Don't come and attack mine. That's just healthy boundaries, girl. We can both have a kiki. You can rip me apart. I can rip you apart. Let's have a kiki. Let's be friends. But respect. I respect you. I don't cross the line. You don't cross the line either.
Yeah.
I think that's very nice. I've recently learned how to develop boundaries, so. I didn't have healthy boundaries before this.
Ooh.
Just coming into the concept.
Healthy.
Healthy.
I like it. Vibe for 2024.
Yeah, no toxicity anymore. Like, please, I'm so done. Like, if you want to, if like this cancel culture is great, we need to hold everybody accountable for whatever BS they're doing on the internet. But we can also give people A, the benefit of doubt, and B, be sincere until, like, give them the opportunity to at least say something for themselves. Because when people cancel each other on the internet, it becomes so harsh that सामने वाला बेचारा कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाएगा. वो तो बेचारा सहम के एकदम already depression में जा चुका है कि वो कुछ बोले. So I just feel like we can be a little bit nicer. I, Sufi Motiwala, pledge here at Social Nation to be nicer with my content. If you promise to be nicer to me.
Listen, guys.
Let's all be nice.
Yes.
Festive season's coming.
Yay.
This festive season, be nice.
Oh, fun. Oh, God. Okay, cool. So, I completely agree with you.
I did not think we would have such a deep conversation. I was really here being like, woo, love her, and like some just chill and go out, but I'm really, really happy with this conversation. I'm so glad we're talking about such things.
I really wanted to clear this one out because
Yeah.
it's never expected that a football commentator goes and professionally plays football. It's completely, you can have an opinion just like anybody else can have an opinion, and that's
Yeah.
you sharing your opinion.
Yeah. What's my bio? It's on my way to the Met. Because I'm manifesting
Yes.
something for myself. What are my captions every time? It's always like, this is what I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
So like, why are you taking it so seriously? Enjoy it, consume it, share it, but don't take it to heart, because it's at the end of the day, it's just a 90-second video of someone blabbing on the internet. Of course it's fun, of course it's funny, but it's really not that important. There's way bigger affairs in the country and in the world that need your seriousness
Yeah.
than me not liking someone's dress or me hating someone's pants, But still, like, share and subscribe.
Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about your personal taste in fashion.
My personal taste in fashion, there's two types. A, what I like to see. I love feminine energy in fashion. I love a good dress. I love a good pair of heels. I love a good pair of bags, beautifully styled with accessories. That's something that automatically really gets me, like divine feminine energy. Like, for example, my friend Ikis Vaughn, divine. Whatever she wears, I immediately love it because it's just so feminine. I just find it very powerful. Secondly, I love avant-garde, over-the-top BS. Give me the color, give me the print, give me the gold tassel coming off from the skirt with a bustle and whatever nonsense. Like, give me the drama, give me camp. Love that. I also love when something's very put together. Like, it can be any genre. Like, if you're doing goth, if you're nailing the category, like if you're going head to toe, full fantasy, love it.
Yeah.
Any genre of fashion. Because I just love fashion in its form of all, like all the spectrum, love it. Other than whatever, sometimes it's very, very trashy, like whatever Balenciaga is doing sometimes. It's very like, hello, who are you? Not interested. But that's what I like to see in fashion. What I like wearing in fashion would be very, very simple, very minimal. Monochrome is usually my go-to. I'm always either in all black or monochrome. Not a lot of prints. Hate a lot of words on my clothes. I don't want you to sit and read what's written on my chest. Really not interested. And hate plastic bags, plastic heels. Don't like that. Very monochrome, very simple, very chic. Always a good bag. I love a good bag. And recently open to experimenting more with my glasses. That's what my new goal is. Experimenting more with glasses.
I love your glasses right
Yeah.
now also.
Yeah, thank you. These have been my glasses for the last 6 months.
I like it.
I think we can do something new now.
Ooh, like crazy?
Yeah, like, no, not crazy, just like more sensual. Like a rimmed pair, I feel like would really frame my face better.
I would like to see it.
We need to see it
Yes.
soon.
I will be waiting.
Yes. My glasses are a big deal for me because that's the most visible part in the whole video.
Yeah.
So it's like they have to be cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. And I like the current frame too, but I feel like we can go a little wilder.
Yeah. Wider? No.
Wilder.
Wilder, yes. Okay, maybe that. Not wider, then my face will become too small. This is the perfect frame for now until I find something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a fun game planned.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, cool. So the
Love
game
it.
is I have stalked you and
Oh my god.
why not?
Please do more.
Yes.
Love it.
So back to the game.
Yes.
So now I have stalked you and I have come across 8 photos
Oh god.
from the era of 2021 to 2022.
Yeah, okay.
This is pre-Instagram fame.
Yes.
So, I'm going to show these pictures to you, and then you have to tell me
What I feel.
one-liners. No, one-liners.
One-liners,
Your
okay.
format.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Never buy clothing that's not your size, because no matter how skinny you feel in them, you look horrible. All black, always, because all black is always successful. And this is a successful look. Medieval witchy diva, first time in couture. Love it. First time. It was my first time wearing couture.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you come up with lines so quickly?
Babe, it's just a bunch of... You have to realize that the lines I say is just a bunch of words jumbled up into a sentence.
But they make sense.
That's the magic of it. That's the charm. Because what does medieval witchy divaness in couture, what does that even mean? But you understand exactly
Yes,
what it means.
Exactly.
Because the picture, it describes it. It's basically 3 keywords connected with and made a sentence. Hate that you're trying to get sympathy from people by making it look like your hand is hurt when in reality, nothing ever happened to you. Love the glasses. First collaboration with a homegrown brand. Still own it. Very happy to wait on some occasions. You've really picked out all the highlights of my early years, you know. That was actually my first time at an event.
Yeah.
That was my first time at an event. It was the Cosmopolitan's Emerging Influencers Meetup. And very pink, very purple, very 2020. Love it. Because it was the year of pink. This was high school farewell fashion. Giving 4 headgear and everything. Decent, but now would be considered a flop outfit in this time and era. That was a very tacky outfit. The best I have ever looked in my life. Best outfit, beautiful detailing, lovely pants, beautiful trench coat, lovely jewelry, nails painted, never going wrong with this. 100 out of 10. Will stand by this look till I die. In Rahul Mishra Couture. That was the biggest moment of my life, single-handedly. I remember when I got that package, I fully cried for 10 minutes. Because in my 19-year-old brain, it was unfathomable that I was going to attend Rahul Mishra's finale show for Couture Week wearing Rahul Mishra. First time attending. It was like a big, big, big dream come true. And I looked, I think, the best I've looked in my life that night.
It was a work of
true,
art.
It was a true like fantasy. It was like princess's first ball. It was beautiful. Yeah, I looked like right out of Barbie. I looked like I could really go and do the live action.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. The color, the detailing, magical.
Yay.
Wish they let me keep it. But you can't, you don't keep it, you send it back. Genuinely, oh my god, so all the couture that people wear for couture weeks, be it in India or internationally, unless you're like a really premium profile, you don't get the piece. They send it to you, you wear it, you get photographed in it, and you send it back the next day.
What happens to the piece after that?
It's a sample piece, so it goes back to someone else. So like whenever a stylist or a creator or anybody wants to wear it again, they reach out again and then it gets sent back to them. So these are usually press samples, which is really, really upsetting. So for example, let's say I'm a certain person who wants to wear a certain piece for a certain person's show. Now, if I'm not important enough and I don't match their sizings, I can't wear it because they won't make a custom piece for me. So that's why you rarely get to keep it. And even if they make it custom, you're most likely you have to send it back. You don't get to keep it. It's just for that occasion. Unless you're like Kylie Jenner or something. You have to send it back.
My mind is kind of blown.
Seriously? You did not know that?
I thought clothes are like stitched on people, you know. I kind of grew up watching Kardashians, so like I was like...
No, so the Kardashians, of course, are a very different explanation because they wear the finest of coutures because they are literally billionaires. And even them, the brand dresses them usually, but most of the times the pieces go back. They don't keep most of what they wear on red carpets or what they wear on, for example, the Met Gala or something. They don't usually keep it. It always goes back. That's just how it is because they're such expensive and important pieces of art that they go back, mostly. For the actual mega rich people who will buy the pieces. Because these celebrities don't buy that often.
Yeah, fair. Also, they don't end up wearing that.
Again, because once you've worn it, what's the point? You can't wear it again.
Yes. So tell me about your content. We started quite recently. It's barely been like under 2 years, right?
Yes.
And now you're signed up with a very influential talent agency.
Yes.
Dharma Cornerstone Wild.
Literally, whenever I enter the office, it's playing in my background.
Yeah.
It's like, da-da-da-da-da. I'm going tomorrow. Really excited. I love them.
How has your content Or actually, not just content, how has the experience of making it changed from being a one-person team or one-person army all the way to now having such a big support system?
Literally, it's like my whole day is free now because my team literally takes care of everything. They're literally the kindest people, very, very flexible to what I'm comfortable with, what I'm not comfortable with, very considerate of what I should be doing, what I should not be doing. So I don't even have to think of, should I do this thing that's come my way, because they've already thought that for me. So I just have to show up and I have to give my 100%, which is at the end of the day the most important part, that when I come on camera or when I go to do something, I give my 100%. And I think my team makes it very, very easy to always give my 100%, which is the best. पहले भी मैं 100% ही करती थी, but मैं थक जाती थी. अब मैं नहीं थकती.
No, creator gotta create,
Yeah.
and everybody gotta manage.
Yeah, and they even help with the creation part of it. You know, when you're stuck with, oh, how do I get this done, or I need this person's help, they have they have the resources and solutions readily available, which I would have taken like at least 2 months to figure out कि ये कैसे कर सकते हैं. Like, let's say for example that I want to work with a particular brand or I want to create a particular piece of content. Now for me to put it together before signing with them would typically take at least a month, because I don't know jack shit. But with them, it's so easy. It's like if I say I want to do something on Wednesday, it's possible on Wednesday. It's even possible on Tuesday if I want to do it. They're just so good at their jobs. Such good people. Love them.
I
Wow,
love
I'm
that
really like full therapy session is happening with the camera, where I'm like, मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है.
Nice.
This is my life. This thing this should be like Sufi Motiwala. What is that? What do they do on magazines covers when they're like unfiltered?
Yeah.
Unfiltered. We can come up with a better
Raw.
Sufi Motiwala, raw, vulnerable, 1080p.
Yay!
That should be the title. And then not clickbait.
Yes.
People will watch it, hopefully.
No, people will watch you anyway.
Yeah.
It's the magic.
Yes. Hopefully.
Yes.
Yes.
So talking about your community, a lot of your community is industry people from fashion who watch you just for knowledge. Some people watch you for the tea. Some people watch you for funds.
Yes.
So tell me, obviously you engage with them online. How has your experience been offline with them, both industry side as well as fan side?
I think for me, I've always noticed that hate always persists on the internet, but in real life, everybody's just way more kinder. And even on the internet, you'll realize that the people who hate are the ones who often leave the comments, but the people who actually love you will leave you really sweet messages on your DMs or when they repost on their stories and stuff like that. So it's really endearing on the internet as it is. And even offline, whenever I've gone to meet someone from the industry, they've always been very kind. I've always been the youngest boy in the room, so they always look at me very kindly in a very loving way, and they always try to nurture me and help me grow, which I am very, very grateful for. And other than that, when it comes to the audience, I think the audience is just crazy, and I love them. They're so crazy because they will literally come up to me and be like, can you say bye to me? How you say bye? Say bye. They will come up to me and they'll be like, so? Like literally, I think I only have enabled my audience to have such a parasocial relationship with me, where whenever they meet me, they feel so comfortable coming up and just starting to yap with me. Ke, so what do you think about my outfit? It's always the first question. Or when they want to say hello, they say hello how I say. I was like, hello, how are you? So it's so nice because they pick little pieces from the internet and make it so personalized that it's just very, very endearing. I think all my friends now, whenever they say bye to me, they say bye how I say it on the internet, which is thank you for watching, follow for more, bye. And so it's just really fun, really lots of love. Now to wherever I go, I at least meet 2-3 people who love who love my content. It's always really sweet, and also it really caters to my ego. Thank you so much. It makes me feel good about myself.
No, that's the love. You gotta do it for the love.
No, but it really makes you feel really happy and satisfied when someone comes up to you and tells you that, hey, I love your content, and actually makes me happy, or it actually makes me smile, or actually made me know something, or I learned something from your content. It really makes you feel like, oh, the time I've been spending so heartily on the internet and on these videos is of good use. Yeah. And someone's actually taking something away from it. That's what you want at the end of the day. when someone watches you, you want them to learn or take something away from it. And I'm glad that my people and the people who like me do that.
I will tell you a personal story.
Oh my God.
Amani Weekend, the wedding weekend.
That was a fun weekend for everybody. I think I
Yes.
took over the internet that weekend. Oh God, I think me and my friend, we were counting how many views I got in 3 days. And I got somewhere around like 35 million views in 3 days, which was insane. Because I was like, wow, that's like a lot of people. That's like all of Bombay. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
No, you were right. Absolutely right. Friday evening, we started watching your videos in office.
And Sunday night
Yes.
was the last.
Yes.
That and the Met Gala this year were like two of my favorite times to create content because it was so much. See, that's what my community is supposed to be about.
Yes.
Those 2 days were a very big example of what the Sufi Motiwala page stands for. It's people coming together on one forum to just yap and have fun and just be like, ye kya pehna hai? Ye kyun nahi pehna? Oh my God, this looks so great. Oh my God, what is this? Ew. I just want that. Just come, chill, have fun with me. I'm a 20-year-old. Just chill. Let's have fun. Let's talk fashion and let's have a really nice evening.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think out of all the pages that were posting from the...
I was the fastest.
Yes, absolutely.
Met Gala 100% I was the fastest. I was the fastest. Be it the night while we were covering live or in the next morning when we were covering the trends or what happened at the Met Gala, the biggest controversies, scandals, trends, yada yada bing bang, whatever. I had finished my... So the Met Gala finished at 8 a.m. in the morning. By 4 p.m. in the afternoon, I was finished with my Met Gala content. It had already been posted. And I was chilling actually that evening with my friends.
That is absolutely phenomenal. Like,
yeah, and it was
absolutely
such a fun
crazy.
evening. To the Met Gala soon, one day, very, very.
Yeah.
That'll be iconic, you know. Can you imagine the day I changed my bio from on my way to the Met to going to the Met? That day is when people will have a panic attack. They're like, oh my God, he's going today. Fuck.
Yeah. We'll be like going crazy in
It'll
the
be
comments.
iconic.
Yeah.
Very soon. I think let's give it 5 years and I'll be there. Hopefully.
Manifesting.
This could be an ASMR interview so easily.
Yeah, I know. And
I think this is something people will watch and relax and go to sleep to.
yes.
Like, this is so nice. So nicely two people are talking.
Yeah. I want you all to cook while we're talking because that's...
Yeah, I think that's the funnest thing to do.
Yeah.
Putting on a podcast and just existing.
Yes.
I love that. But this is an interview, so you better be awake.
Okay, so 3 situations, 3 questions.
Okay.
First one, has anybody asked you to ever take a post down?
No. Nobody's ever asked me to take a
Ooh.
post down.
What?
Other than maybe once. Yeah, once. But can't say when.
Only once?
Once, yeah. But it was
Why?
that was also not dramatic. It was also just a request. Okay, hey, can you delete this?
It was a kind one.
Yeah, they said, hey, can you delete this? I said, yeah, okay, that's fine. And I deleted it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute scenes. Okay. Okay. Have you ever had a situation where your opinion towards the fit changed after you uploaded the video?
Many times. That happens a lot of times, especially when we're doing minute videos where as soon as it's out, we're posting it. Sometimes what happens is that maybe I didn't sit and look at the look too closely to see how I felt. Or maybe I was in a hurry to put out the content. And after you post the video, you sort of realize that, maybe I do like this. It's never a drastic change like, oh, a 0 has gone to a 10. That doesn't happen ever. But sometimes it happens where you're like, oh, this was a 5. But then you sit and look at it a while and you're like, no, this could have been an 8. You know, that happens quite a lot. But it's never too abrasive in the sense that something I hated after I posted it, I was like, oh my God, I love this. That's never happened. Just a minor up and down. It's like, but that's very common because fashion is subjective. Sometimes you look at an outfit 6 months later and you realize that, oh, I like this now because your taste has changed.
Yeah.
So that's very common. That keeps happening quite a lot. Sometimes I will delete also videos when I go back and I'm like, no, I don't stand by this anymore. I don't think that this is what my thought is now anymore. I will archive the video because I'll be like, this is not what I think anymore. So why should I keep it on the internet? And if someone's already watched it, that's okay. When they ask me, I'll be like, yeah, that was not my opinion anymore. So I took it down.
Fair. Okay, cool. Third one. Have you ever had a relationship get impacted, positively or negative, in real life after you've uploaded a video?
Negatively, I don't think it's ever impacted me. If someone feels a certain type of way with my content, I don't think I've ever made a relationship with them only to begin with. Like, I've never had a hot and cold relationship with someone where they're happy if I'm saying nice stuff and sad if I'm saying bad stuff. Someone who likes me, they are very, very open to criticism. They're very, very open to the type of the content that I make. And so it's never affected me negatively. Positively, maybe, you never know. Everybody loves their ego catered to. So unintentionally, if I've said something nice about someone and it's made them look more kindly towards me, is something that I'm unaware of. It has never come to a conversation where someone's like, I'm friends with you because I liked your video that you made about me. That has never happened.
All right. Okay, cool. So when we are talking about friendships, especially not friendships but relationships that creators often hold with brands, and in specific with you, fashion brands, how do you, like, what is an ideal relationship between you, a journalist, technically, a commentator, and a brand? Like, what is the relationship, and like, how do you identify some things that you are not comfortable, your non-negotiables per se, when it comes to working with brands on a paid basis?
My rule number one, I think, is that A, they should be susceptible and okay to the idea that I also am a brand of my own. There's a certain type of content that I make, there's a certain way that I speak, there's a certain way that I carry myself. And for a brand, I'm not going to compromise on my being. I'm not going to go climb a mountain for some brand because that's not me. It wouldn't make sense. Of course, I'm very open to experimenting with content where we can try something new. But I love when a brand is open to compromising in the type of content that they want, where my ideas are favored. Because at the end of the day, it's my content and in my page, and so I want it to make sense to my audience. So that's a very, very big key factor, that a brand has to be able to accommodate my sort of content. B, the brand also needs to make sense to me personally. Either it needs to be something that I already use, or something that I know to be good, or something that I know that someone I know uses and they really like it. That's only when I work with a brand. If you look at my page, it's brands that I've already used or I keep using off the regular. So collaborating with them is not something I have to think about, because it's like, I already use this, I'm just endorsing something I already use. So those are two things that are really, really important. And the third thing is fair compensation. If I'm putting the effort, if I'm putting the hard work to give you a certain amount of content, a certain amount of engagement in my true authenticity, I deserve fair compensation. And the person who decides that compensation is not you, it's actually me, because it's my hard work and my thought process.
And your platform.
Yeah, and my mehnat.
Yeah.
So if you cannot respect that, and you cannot respect the compensation that I feel I deserve, I won't be working with that brand, sadly. Even when it's a brand I love, I will be like, I love you, but this is what I expect, and healthy boundaries.
I love it. That's the vibe. Healthy boundaries, guys.
Yeah.
For you also.
Not being a diva. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you broke company. You can't pay me. I'm not going to do that, of course. I'm going to be like, we'll work when we can, come to an understanding. Thank you. Healthy.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But I love working, and I'm very good at my job. So please reach out.
Okay, so talking fashion, I will pick your brain a little bit. A few things, okay? I'll give you prompts.
Okay.
First prompt, one fit that you think ate this year.
I think Janhvi Kapoor's Taran Tahyani moment that she wore, where it looked like water droplets were falling from her corset, will forever be the best moment of 2024. Only second to Radhika Merchant's Abu Jani Sandeep Khosla outfit that was painted. That was a really big masterpiece, I felt. It was really, really good. Abu Jani Sandeep Khosla, Radhika Merchant with Riya Kapoor and this lovely artist was magic. Top two.
Okay, B. One fashion trend from 2024 that needs to go and be buried.
I think I'm honestly very done with this very mindful, very demure nonsense. Every time I say it, I sort of feel myself cringing in my body. When I'm like, if I hear myself say it, I'm going to sound so dumb. Because why am I saying it? I think let's move on.
All right. So we are in for a different fall and winter trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. One fashion trend that we are sleeping on.
I feel like people are really sleeping on experimenting with fabrics. People think that colors and, I mean, of course, in fashion, colors and prints have always held dominance because they're more attraction seeking. But I feel like you can do a lot with textures and fabrics. I would really like for people to be more interested in textures and fabrics. For example, this year, suede and corduroy is the thing in international fashion shows. And I think if we adopted it, suede and corduroy would look great in India. Like everybody, I think, can carry it and it would look great. Also, darker colors. I feel like people sleep on darker colors quite a lot because they're like, oh my god, darker mein hum nahi achhe dikhte. But dark colors really, like this is a dark color and it's making my skin look so shiny. I think people are sleeping on color theory. They need to understand color theory and start wearing colors that look good on them. That is what people are sleeping on.
Yay. Okay, cool. One creator, content creator, that you think serves.
Ikis Von Jamang on Instagram is a supermodel who belongs in London, I feel. She's the best. In her fashion, I might not agree with her sometimes, we might argue, but her fashion is top tier. And whatever she says to me, or all of our friends, whatever she says to us is like the holy grail for us. You think I'm mean? You should meet her. And when it comes to fashion, and she will tell you how she feels about an outfit. And I love her for that. Like if I'm sending her photos, like, does this look good for this event? She will tell me that if the outfit's good, fine. If it's good but not good for the event, she'll tell me. If it's not good at all, she'll tell me. She'll tell you whatever you need to know when you ask her, which is the best. She's, I think, the most knowledgeable also.
Love it. I have a person to follow next.
Yes. Everybody should go follow Ikiswan on Instagram.
None.
And all my other friends also. Chirag, Mannat, Nandini, Krishan, everybody. And me also. Everybody. Just follow us. Thank you.
Okay, so one person you would kill to style.
Kill to style? Nobody. I hate styling.
Oh.
Really. I think styling is one of the most taxing jobs on planet Earth. You know how taxing styling is? These poor stylists, they're running here and there to collect the pieces. Most of the times, if it's a brand or a star, they usually 12 hours before the wearing time will be like, हमको कुछ नहीं पसंद. हमने अभी देखा और हमें कुछ नहीं पसंद. And then these poor people have to start running again, and then it's a very taxing job. And then even after the shoot is done, their job doesn't end. Then they have to go return everything.
Yes.
It's a big pain.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I dream of styling anybody. I would love to fashion consult a lot of people where they ask me what I think would look great on them, and then they have a stylist, and I tell their stylist what they should wear.
Yes.
I would be a very, very nice fashion consultator.
Yay.
Consultator?
Consultant.
Fashion consultant.
Yay. I like it when people call me consultant.
Consultant. I'm
Yes.
a consultant.
One celebrity that you would never critique.
Rekha ji. Also, never critique because people will be bored of what I'm saying because I'm always saying she looks great. Because she always looks great. She's always put together. She's always a doll. Her Vogue Arabia cover story is still my pinned video because I love her.
Really good answer.
Really good answer.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's like I'm smart or something.
Okay, cool. So we are moving to our last session.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Last segment, you guys. Can you imagine we've been here for what, like 45 minutes?
Yes.
Oh God. I've already caused a delay for the next person because I've been yapping.
No, it's okay. But this one is a special question.
It's the manifestation
yes,
one.
I love
Oh my
it.
God, yeah.
So all my interviews end with manifestations.
Okay.
I will give you prompts. You just have to complete the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. So this is for 2025.
Okay.
The next year, we are manifesting for Sufi. Okay. First one, Sufi will launch.
Sufi will launch, i.e. Sufi will get launched on OTT platforms.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. B, Sufi will cover. ...
Hopefully, we're really thinking and trying to be at the Met Gala's media section next year, if it's possible. So hopefully, Sufi Motiwala will cover the Met Gala live next year.
Ooh.
in person. I didn't think of it. It was my team's idea, and I was like, you can do that? I never thought of that. That was really smart. That was one of my very like, wow, the world is really full of opportunities. You just need to make your, like, I have this theory that everybody's famous for their own reason. And I think in this lifetime, there's so much you can do that you can be famous for a different reason. Everybody. And I think that's what everybody on social media also needs to do, is try to find a different reason to be on social media. Like, what is special about you? Why should someone follow you? Because everybody's trying to be each other these days, which is really not interesting. The newer, like the people who are just starting out, it's just a token of advice. Try to find your it factor.
All right. Okay, cool. The last one, the last prompt. Sufi will be seen in.
Sufi will be seen in the newspapers, hopefully. Or the magazines, the covers, hopefully.
Yay.
Next year. To success, beauty, power, and honesty.
Yes.
And to 2024.
Yes. And to 2025 being the year of...
Can you imagine? It's literally just coming.
Yes.
Like...
3 more months.
What?
Yeah.
This is the 9th month. Yeah, it's September now.
We're
See you
almost
next
there.
year. Or not.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We were so happy to be here. This
Yeah.
couch is so comfortable. I could sit and talk all day. Genuinely. I'm not even like tired or anything.
Yay.
Like usually we've not, have you noticed, we've not reached out for our glasses of water in like the whole hour.
Yes.
Which is a little bit of like insanity. Let's hydrate. Let's end the episode in hydration.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to all. What do you want? I'll do the outro. You can tell me what you want me to say.
I want the very, very, very iconic outro that you give to all your videos. Follow for more.
That's all. In case you want to know anything else, you can follow Social Nation on their Instagram and YouTube, and me on my Instagram and anywhere else because I'm omnipresent. Anyway, thank you for watching. Follow for more. Bye. See you soon. And please follow Gora. My life depends on it.
As smart creators, your influence can shape society. Join the ASCII Responsible Influencer course today and earn your certificate. Learn from the experts and become a trusted name in the world of influencing.
Use our coupon code SOCIALSTAR24 to enroll now.